One take. This is NBA One Take featuring yours truly, Pretty Boy Lakers. NBA One Take for your head, NBA One Take for your brain. Coming to you live from my home. This is NBA One Take, January 10th, 2024. 5 games to me on the docket. 5 big games to me on the docket. The first game is a big matchup between the Houston Rockets versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Two top teams in the Western Conference this year. Really, two teams that's improved, since last season. Even though the Grizzlies got Ja Morant back, it's still surprising to many. But this is a real good game. It went down the wire, and the Houston Rockets get the win 119-115. Şengün most likely is going to be an all-star. He finished with 32 and 14. He was playing well. Fred VanVleet, steady hand with 21. Jalen Green with 27 for them. The Rockets under Ime Udoka, he should be getting Coach of the Year. He got this. It's the culture of them. They 25 and 12 on a 50-win pace. You didn't expect this. You did not expect this. I'm going to be honest, you didn't. You didn't expect this. You thinking playing, they thinking secure seed, get it far in the playoffs. And for the Grizzlies, they go with the loss. They 24 and 14, 10 games over 500, which is great. Ja Morant, 27 with the big dunk two in the game. Jared Johnson Jr. finished with 21 and 8. Desmond Bane with 16 for this team. Listen, this is big time game, big time for both teams, and I don't know, man. A potential playoff matchup, maybe a good 4 to 5 seed playoff matchup. Probably go 7 games. That's what I'm saying. Okay, the next game of the night is the Miami Heat versus the Utah Jazz. The Heat did win this game. No Jimmy Butler. He's still on suspension. We don't know even if he's not traded. I don't think he'll be able to report to the team until they find possibly a trade partner, or I don't even know. This thing with Jimmy and Pat Riley is really crazy. You got a lot of people talking about it. But for the game, it was close, but the Heat was able to pull away. They 19-17 on the season, led by Tyler Hero with 23 points. Bam Adebayo had 15, and Jaime Jaquez Jr. had 20 for the Heat. And for the Jazz, they're 9-27, tough loss. Larry Marketing had 23. Colin Sexton, Young Bull, had 23 as well. Jazz is, they're, I don't know. At this point, they just have a lot of pieces. Players want. I don't know. They're looking to go to the lottery after what you saw Cooper Flag do. There's a lot of links towards him going to the Utah Jazz. Not saying just because he's white, but just saying. All right, and the next game is the Dallas Mavericks getting a win over the Portland Trail Blazers. No Luka Doncic, no Kyrie Irving, but that didn't matter. You got PJ Washington finished with 23 and 14. Derek Lively had 21 and 15 with the big jam in the middle too. Spencer Dinwiddie finished with 17. Klay Thompson, horrific night. He finished with 3, and and then Jaden Hardy had 25. He's been really playing well as of late. Really big for Dallas as of late. Mavericks, they're climbing the best they can, but they're the Mavericks. So they're the Mavericks. They're winning without Kyrie. They're winning without Luka. They can't wait for those guys to get back and to try to move forward with a momentum. I don't know about a trade with Dallas. I think Dallas is figure this is maybe their team. I don't think they need a trade or anything right now, but we don't know. And for the Blazers, Anthony Simons, he had 22. Shaden Sharp and Young Gun had 22 and 8. Scoot Henderson finished with 20 off the bench, and Donovan Clingan finished with a double double, 11 and 11 for the rookie for the Blazers. And then we got the Detroit Pistons versus the Golden State Warriors. And the Golden State Warriors did win this 107-104 in a close game. It came controversial with some crazy stuff at the end. I'm not going to speak on that, but Steph Curry finished with 17 points and 10 assists. Buddy Hield had 19. Draymond had 7. And Trace Jackson Davis finished with 14 and 10. Double double for the Warriors. Warriors get this win. They a little over 500, trying to get some things done. The Pistons is at 500. Surprisingly, to a lot of people, they thought there was going to be a dumpster fire. Not too much. And even with this loss, it's still good looking for one Cade Cunningham, who finished with 32 and 8, and Malik Beasley finished with 21. Pistons is playing well. They've been playing well all season. They're going to be, I think, with their youth and their talent, is going to be a real test for them going forward. Can they keep it this way and possibly push a little bit ahead? They still got Tobias Harris there, the veteran. So, we don't know. I'm just saying, the Pistons, they've been showing me something. And the last game of the night, like I said, 5 games, is the Minnesota Timberwolves beating Orlando Magic 104-89. I think Paolo Banchero's going to be coming back with the oblique injury, but Batadze had 15 points and 8 rebounds, and that's about it. There was really no production for Orlando in this game, missing players, but they 22 and 6, they 22 and 17 right now, and the Wolves 3 games over 500, 20 and 17. Ant-Man had 21. The one also crazy dunks he had coming in the middle. Julius Randle had 23 and 10. Rudy Gobert had a double double, 10 and 12 rebounds, and Naz Reid had 16. The Wolves is going to try to do what they can. That's all you can say. They're just going to try to do the best that they can. They're going to just do the best they can. It's the Wolves. All right. That's what. It's 2 things I watched. Kraven, the Hunter. This is a Marvel character. You know, this is okay. All right, it's okay. There's some eggs in there with connections to several other Marvel things. Good good showing by Russell Crowe playing the father. But it's just one is a killing thing. Kraven, I was never a big fan of him watching reading the comics. I knew there was a following with him, but not too much. But then there's also some other characters in there. You got Rhino, you got Calypso, you got Chameleon. It's gonna be a shock to find out who's Chameleon and others. But it's interesting. They just trying to connect all some pieces. So it's all right. It's all right. A good one. 688. Tyler Perry produced this with Kerry Washington and a lot of young black young women stars, actors, actresses in this film. It takes place, true story, back in World War II. Not saying it was losing the war, but the war was at a balance, and a lot of it had to do with the lack that a lot of soldiers in certain places wasn't receiving adequate mail, and they had a bunch of black women to do that on from Mary McLeod Bethune, who had a conversation with the president, and also somewhat the president at the time Roosevelt respected, and had women, that were had women to train in the army, but wasn't going to be trained for combat. But so their job was to deliver undelivered mail, which was like in the millions, to do it in its next several weeks. And long story short, they did do that. Um, and it's a true story, and it's great. Carrie Washington, just a tremendous performance by her, and this is a really extremely good film. It's on Netflix. I suggest people watch it. It's really good. It's really good. Kerry Washington is really strong in this. I like it. I like when she plays this kind of role. You know. But this is NBA One Takes Pretty Boy Laker, and I am out.